This is a follow-up to my last video, and in this one I'll be showing you the LED conversion kit in action. Now this first picture is just basically to show you how the LED bulb looks in a stock reflector housing. Now here's a picture of the bulb installed in the housing. Now one thing you want to consider is that if your car uses a dust cover, you may not be able to use it after the bulb's been installed just because of how far it sticks out. Another thing you want to be aware of is that the bulb it's big, it's long, so you may or may not have to remove the housing, so you want to check to see if you can remove the housing without installing or removing the bumper. In my case, I would have had to remove the bumper. Now I didn't want to do that because that's a lot of extra work, so what I just did is I removed one of the screws on top of the housing, pulled it up, and just kind of shimmied the bulb in. It only took about 15 to 20 minutes, but something you definitely want to be aware of before you try to install the bulbs. So this is a picture of the stock bulbs. Now one thing to remember is that I took these pictures with an iPhone 5S. So what the 5S does is it really tries very hard to kind of balance out the picture. So the difference between the LED and the halogen bulbs may not seem that big, but just remember that when you're looking at it in real life, there's a big difference. Now here's the LED bulb. The first thing that you'll notice is that the two hot spots that the halogen bulb creates have been evened out, and there's a lot more light on the ground. And again, I'm using an iPhone 5S, so the difference may not seem that great, but when you're looking at it, it's a huge difference. It's night and day. Pardon the pun. Here's another one. Kind of a weird side effect of the design of the rocker reflector is that it lowered the cutoff line. So what I actually had to do is raise the cutoff line. And once I did that, there was a lot more light going down the road. Now again, the light difference doesn't seem that different, but there's another picture coming up here. This is my wife's 2013 Elantra. I have a 2013 Accent, and you can see the difference. Now my car's cutoff line to begin with is not very good, but as you can see, the light that's being thrown on the floor is a lot whiter and it's a lot brighter. Now this next video again will show you how much light it throws on the floor. Now because I'm using the 5S again to record this, it kind of dims it down a little bit. But a good indicator of how much light is being thrown out is if you see those road signs, they become visible a lot earlier than they did with the halogen bulbs. So this is definitely brighter than my old halogens. And whether it's worth it, to me it's worth it. I mean, not having to deal with an HID system, to me it's definitely worth it. To you, you may want something a lot brighter, so you may want to go with HIDs. So, I mean, it really depends. To me, it was definitely worth it. Also, one thing you really want to consider about this LED kit is that while my results are typical, they may not be exactly what you'll see when you install them in your car, just because the housing may be halogen, it may be projector, so just keep that in mind. Now be sure to check out the other video where I do an unboxing of this LED conversion kit. And also, if you like what you see, hit the like button, or if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.